Hello everyone. I decided to work outside for a bit today, so I'll show you what I have in plan. A whole bunch of things. So first I want to cut down those Annabelle hydrangeas because they bloom on new wood, so they don't need all this. But the fun stuff is in here. I want to go decorating my greenhouse to make some outdoor pots, and in here I have an amaryllis that I want to go and pot it in the greenhouse. So let me grab my stuff and then I will show you what I'm going to take down. So I'm here in my gazebo, and I got a wreath and a garland that I want to go to decorate in my greenhouse. But first I want to make here on this table a little centerpiece, because my son comes out here with his friends and they might roast marshmallows in the fireplace, and I think it would look nice. And then I'll deal with the greenhouse that needs a lot of decorating. So I got some birch in here, and I want to go and cut some fresh beans. So let me get my gloves and my container. I think a container for that. So I guess I can empty this one. So I have it here. I brought in here a whole bunch of things to use for I brought for my garland this, because it's kind of for outside. It would be a better fit than a regular. I have some dogwood in here. Gonna take the amaryllis to the greenhouse. I am so excited about it. It would look like this. I got some globes, things that I don't really put inside. This is some garland that my kids picked when they were younger, and I don't really want it in my tree inside, but outside everything that's brighter, I think it looks better because you can see it from the distance better. Again, some of the things that they mostly belong to my kids, but it will be a good memory. So let me grab my basket and take my amaryllis to the greenhouse, and we'll go pick some greens. So first I want to go on this side to get some from here. The ground is a little bit frozen, but not too bad. So I have a yew back there that I could get some, and some holly. Mostly I was thinking of this one. This year we had not very much rain, and the evergreens are struggling a little bit. That's why I wasn't too keen about making a lot of pots for other people, because they're not really growing so much. So I'm usually just cutting pieces that are more like pruning of how I would like this to look like. And it doesn't need a lot of pruning, maybe from here a little bit. So now it's a little bit more symmetrical. go get some yew from here. Not very much. Maybe I'm not gonna even cut from this one. Branch of holly. I will get. Let's see what else we can find. I want to get some of the cedar from the bottom from here. And maybe look for different other things that look pretty. Because bringing inside is one thing, but outside it gives me more flexibility to play with things that I wouldn't normally bring inside. And we'll see what we can find that's pretty, like those service berries. So I'm gonna get some of these. See them? Right there. I'll grab a whole bunch of these because I have. Talked among other things. So I picked these, and now I am looking here at this cedar, and I picked all the branches that I had from this side because I like to have the bottom open because it gives you kind of the real estate back from the bottom. So I wanted to look more like a pot where this one sits without being too wild at the bottom. So I think I'm gonna pick some more from this side from the bottom. That way we can put to good use all the pieces that I get between indoor and outdoor pots. So probably I'll stick with that for now. Now let's see what else I can get. First let me go in the greenhouse and stick to some amaryllis so I don't have to drag it around with me. And then we'll come here and we'll decorate this tree and then pot it. I have to look for a pot that is about an inch around the amaryllis. From my research, this one might be a little too small. Let's see what I have in here. This one could work. Yeah, I think this one would work. It's going to bloom around Valentine, but I'll talk about what my research is on amaryllis when we're gonna pot it. First I want to do the outdoor things first before I get too cold and I want to come in here. So right now they're 2 degrees. Yikes. Kind of cold. Where did I leave my glove? Over there. Get my berries. And let's see what else we can find. I want to get the tips for these because I don't want this cedar to grow taller because it would shade my vegetable garden, so I'm kind of trying to keep them to this height. So, let me put the camera down so I can work with two hands. I'll move to the next one, which is there. Let's see what else we can find. I think I'm gonna get some of those leaves from the oak leaf hydrangea. So dark and pretty. Here is the dogwood, which I might need some bigger branches because the ones that I cut, they were mostly for indoor stuff. I might get a few big branches. Taller, should I say. Yeah, these I could still get some more. that they're in the way here. See, this is how it looks like when the rabbits start chewing the branches, but this one's a branch that's on the ground, but when it's on your shrub, it's not a pleasant thing to see. Let's go look at the creek for a minute. Yeah, looking good. Okay, let me grab my stuff. And we're gonna make some pretty pots. I definitely have to find some more greenery. Which here is on this side. I like this piece of wood that broke off from my elm tree. From right there, it broke in the summer. Oh gosh, I left my rake out here. I should get it. Because now we can expect snow every minute. So this is a shrub that it's going to be in trouble. And this is the kind of cages that I put so the rabbits don't chew them. They usually don't prefer the Wogella, which is this. But last 2 years ago, they ate my Rose of Sharon so badly. Oh, those are pretty. I'm gonna get those. Those are the seed clusters from the Rose of Sharon. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna come get them. So in here I can pick a lot of this golden cypress. I can also pick some boxwood and from this yew. And some more from there. So let me gather my things and then I'll meet you in the gazebo. So I ran out of battery on my phone, but I gathered all my greens in here. So this was the cedar, different kinds. And here I have the cypress cold mops and the boxwood and some Alberta spruce. And this is the blue star juniper. And I started on my centerpiece in here. So that's how it looks like so far. So I got this those are the seed heads from the hibiscus. I got the white berries, and then here, and then I had some twigs of birch and some almond trunk. And this is a driftwood that I picked up at the beach in the summer. And I found this that it was hanging from my neighbor's yard where I didn't want it. Some ivy. And surprise, surprise, my table has holes, so it acts like a frog. So I was able to insert picks in it. So, and that's the balloon flower seed heads. Kind of have a bluish tinge. And now I need to kind of set my parameters on how long I'm gonna do it and to add more of the evergreens. So this is where I'm at. I'm gonna try to zoom out where I can put it so you can see. Maybe on this other table. I'm just gonna work on some ornaments. It doesn't look like it needs a lot. I have this that look like pine cones and this that look like bells and presents. I am probably going to come and wire them. I have to go bring my wire. And now I'm gonna work in some ribbon. I think it's done. It's kind of hard to see with this mess on the side. Let me get rid of that so you get a better picture. And like that. So now I have to move on to my next project, which is potting the amaryllis. This is where I am so far. I got an artificial one and I put it on the fireplace, and now I put some fresh greens on top and some ribbon, and now I brought some pine cones and I'm gonna wire on some pine cones, but first I want to go plant the amaryllis because I left it in the greenhouse and it's kind of cold. It's going to bloom on Valentine's Day. Well, at least we hope. Because it's going to bloom in about 8 weeks. So with the amaryllis, if they come from the northern hemisphere, they will bloom in 8 weeks. But if they come from the southern hemisphere, they are ready to bloom right now. But the one that I got comes from Holland, and I live in Canada. So this one's going to bloom in 8 weeks. So here is my bulb. A good bulb is about 30 centimeters in diameter, and it's going to give me hopefully 3 stalks of blooms. And I have to get my pot in soil. I found my pot. So the pot has to be about 1 inch you have to have from the bulb to the edge of the pot. And I have to leave 1/3 of the bulb exposed outside, and you're supposed to water only at the bottom because it's very susceptible to rot. So first I am going, oh, this pot doesn't have a drain hole. I'm gonna have to find another one. I'm probably gonna get a terracotta one. This would work also. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Because if you don't have a drain hole, you put yourself in trouble. Ideally, I will find the saucer, which I did. This one is plastic because if you get a terracotta one, it can still damage your surface because it seeps through, but the plastic ones don't unless they're glazed. So I am going to get some potting soil. And fill the pot about halfway there. Let's see if my water is not frozen that I have in here. It's not good. Because my greenhouse is not heated at this point. So I'm just gonna pre-moist the soil. Get the bulb in. I think now it's good. So now I'm going to water it in. And the top, I can just dress it to something pretty that I would like to look at. First, water it in. The soil will sink a little bit too. And then I'm going to get some pine cones to put at the top. So we have something kind of Christmassy until this one's gonna bloom. I should have planted earlier, but I didn't have time. So now it's gonna bloom at Valentine. That's good also. Okay, that is done. I can take this inside and back to decorating the fireplace. I am hoping to get some pots done also, but as soon as I come outside, there's so many things to do that I get distracted with, like raking. And there's still so much gardening to be done. Okay, see you later.